Hello, we're Leadfeather, and you're watching Rockosaurus with Nick.
Well, welcome to another Face2Face interview with Rockosaurus. I'm very pleased to welcome to Leo's Red Lion, the one and only Leadfeather.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome,
Thank
guys. Your first time playing here, is it? Well, I think one of you's played it before.
I've played before with a different band, so that would make it the third time.
Yeah, yeah.
But first with Leadfeather, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So, I bet you've been looking forward to this, haven't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a very long time now.
Yeah, I mean, it's an awesome venue, as
Yeah,
you're
it
well
is.
aware. So,
Yeah,
it's the rest of you, have you been here before? Or is it
First time.
Yeah.
First time for me.
Ah, we got some Leo's virgins. Yeah, popping your cherries tonight. Guys, tell me about the band. How long have you been together as a band?
We've been together. It's been over a year now. The project started with me and Simon, and then we found Daniel and Thanos on the drums, and we started writing songs, and everything was coming along nicely, and we thought we'll give it a shot, and here we are. We've got an EP coming out in February 2025. Some singles already released. We're on the third single right now, and it's going pretty well. We've got some good comments and people liking our sound, so we're really glad about it.
Oh, it's good to get that feedback, isn't it? Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. I mean, hearing you in sound check, yeah, heavy, really heavy. Absolutely right, my cup of tea. That is. No, I mean, I'm sure I've seen you before.
Yeah, I think I've seen you when with my previous band, we supported the Karma Effect.
Yeah, those Hunted by Elephants.
Yeah.
Remember you well.
On the launch party, I think.
That's it. Down at
in the hometown,
Oxted.
Oxted,
yeah. In the tent.
That was 3 years ago, I think.
Doesn't seem possible, does it?
It's just crazy.
It's possible. I mean, and those guys are going from strength to strength.
They're really talented, honestly.
Yeah.
And we played together a few times more down in Hastings, and they're really good. They're really going for it.
Yeah, great guys as well.
Really nice guys.
Become great friends with them over the last 4 years.
Yeah.
I actually interviewed them before their first ever gig, which was here.
It was here,
on the outdoor stage, sort of between lockdowns. So it was
amazing.
Yeah, it's great seeing how they're coming along. So I look forward to seeing similar progress for you guys.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. You got some work to do.
Definitely, we're up for it.
Yeah. So, what are your main influences, musically speaking? Would you say are you all on the same page there, or is it?
I think we all have a common ground that is back in the 70s, 60s rock, and that's it. I mean, there's a lot more than that, but. You know, we're all heavily influenced by the classic bands of the 70s, and Thanos has some 90s influences as well.
And a bit of jazz too, like old school stuff, like bring to my playing. So
yeah. So you it's a good sort of little mixing of ideas.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, it's a collaborative effort, is it, when it comes to writing the music?
In a way, yeah, in a way it is. Most ideas come from Simon, and then me writing the lyrics and music, but everyone is contributing some ideas to glue together the song.
Everybody's got a piss in the pot somewhere, haven't they, basically? So
of course.
Otherwise it doesn't work, does it? No. I mean, it's if the rest of you, have you been in other bands previously, or is this sort of Yeah, so you've been around the block a few times. Yeah. It can take a while to find a comfortable spot for you, isn't it, in the music industry? I mean, it's obviously Hunted by Elephants was a great band. Clearly, you wanted to move on.
It's a combination of things. But yeah, that it was a great project with the guys, and we gave everything that we could. But something nice came along, and I couldn't refuse it because I really liked the way that Simon writes music, and I knew Daniel from different projects we've been together. I didn't know Thanos, but I'm really glad we found him because he's a great drummer. And we're just more together in this, you know, same goals, and
I mean,
there's a potential.
You find kindred spirits, don't you, in the music world, and people you want to work with and can work with comfortably and productively.
That's one thing. The other thing is the reality of life and how difficult it is for an underground band to go up to the surface and make it. And life happens, and there's different things, life commitments, and it's difficult. But whoever has the spirit inside of them, that carries on. And
well, that's right. You've got to have the passion for it, haven't you? That's the bottom line for all musicians. If you go into the industry thinking you're going to be rich, forget it.
It's difficult. Even back in the 70s or 80s, like bands weren't making that much money. Only the famous ones.
That's right. And those that did usually ended up going up their noses and what have you. Anyway,
exactly.
I mean, it is a different world now, of course. But the business model of music is very different and quite unfair in many respects,
it's tougher, I would say. It's more difficult.
I mean, okay, you've got your streaming platforms which can get people to hear you, but it doesn't put pounds in the bank, does it?
No.
That's the trouble.
Gives you a chance to get listened to, but gives you a chance to get lost into it as well.
I mean, so there's pros and cons, isn't there, really? Because without the likes of Spotify, a lot of bands will never get heard, and therefore will never get gigs because nobody knows who they are. They've never heard them, and that's the difficulty.
I would say people shouldn't lose their passion to collect vinyls and CDs. Along with Spotify, like I listen to Spotify. I still have my vinyls. It doesn't hurt me. So I think vinyls especially has something different. There's a different vibe to it. Like the moment that you pick up the cover, you look at it, you look at the credits, you gather with friends, you put the vinyl there. Oh, guys, please listen to this. It's a different process.
It is. Yeah. No, I totally agree. I mean, I'm an avid collector of vinyl. A lot of them don't actually touch the turntable.
Yeah.
Because I'll buy the vinyl, but then I'll listen to it on Spotify, or I'll buy the CD as well. So, it's the vinyl somehow are rather precious.
Yeah.
They're
more precious. Yeah.
Definitely. It's obviously I'm of an age where we had to buy vinyl because there was nothing else. I predate even cassettes.
Wow.
And definitely the most important piece of equipment with a cassette was a pencil to wipe the thing in.
Yeah.
But I mean, it has obviously gone full circle there. It's all these people who ditched their turntables in favour of a CD player, and then got rid of the CD player because they started streaming with MP3s and all that.
It looks like people go back to vinyl, so even we progress into something new all the time. I think vinyls will be the one thing that people will stick with.
Well, I think so, and they sound better at the end of the day. Even my old ears can tell the difference between something on vinyl and something on CD.
100 miles.
It's actually got more depth. It's not just a series of ones and zeros, which a CD is at the end of the day. A CD will give you an approximation of the sound. It's either nearly a 1, in fact, so they make it a 1, or it's nearly a 0, so they make it a 0. So it's averaging out, isn't it? It's, that's the way I like to explain it.
I think
myself.
them two probably know better what's the difference between the vinyl and what's the different process. I think it's more has to do because the sound is analog and not digital.
Not compressed too.
Not compressed.
Yeah.
It's more alive. It breathes more than digital recording.
Well, that's right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, the initial recordings these days are invariably digital.
Yeah.
Whereas back in the old days, during the war, it was very much an analog process, you know. But very different now.
Yeah.
But you still get that better quality from vinyl. So what have we got going forward in terms of gigs? Where can people hear you and see you?
Yeah, so we're a relatively new band. However, we booked some gigs for this year, and I think there'll be more coming. In I think 12th of April is the next one, where we support Tigers au Pantang down in Hastings.
Yeah.
And then I think that's 10th of April, and the 12th of April we're going up to Bradford, where we support a tribute band for a Motorhead.
All right. Yeah.
Tribute band. And then we have booked Southfest and Neem Rock Valley Festival.
Right.
And hopefully more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, the more people hear you, the more you're going to get.
That's the thing.
You're going to get work. So yeah. Hopefully tonight, I'll be videoing the gig tonight, so you will have something to show people.
Thank you for that.
Which might, hopefully that'll help.
Yeah.
See, better play well.
We'll try our best. We'll try our best.
Guys, fabulous talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you again, I must say, and it's great to meet you guys. Yeah, look forward to tonight, and I know you're going to enjoy it. We get a great crowd.
It's going to be a great night.
Yeah, it is, and wish you all a very happy New Year.
You too.
Thank you. You too. You here. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.